Welcome back for what will be our final adventure at the Phoenix Zoo, unless I visit again someday. The Desert Lives Trail features just 2 species, but is nonetheless an absolute don't miss attraction. On this short and sweet tour, we'll see one of the country's best zoo enclosures and learn about an incredible conservation story. So, let's get right to it. As you explore the zoo's African Trail, once you finish admiring the savanna and the newer predator passage habitats, you're offered an opportunity to wander off the main trail and out into the desert. Of the world's 33 major deserts, our first species can be found roaming 5 of them. At the point of the trail, a life-size statue gives away what you're about to see, but nothing quite prepares you for this view. A huge, sloping hillside leading to a towering rock butte at the top. The perfect environment for the desert Bighorn Sheep, and one of the best examples of a zoo taking advantage of existing natural landscapes. The desert Bighorn Sheep ranges throughout the Great Basin Desert of Nevada and Utah, the Colorado Plateau, California's Mojave Desert, the Chihuahuan Desert of Texas, Mexico, and New Mexico, and of course, the Sonoran Desert right here in Arizona. Desert Bighorn Sheep are generally smaller and lighter in color than their Rocky Mountain cousins, and grow longer but slightly less massive horns. In addition to their large horns, Bighorn Sheep rams have enlarged cornule and frontal sinuses and an internal bony septa to protect their brain from the up to 800-pound force impact of their frequent head-to-head collisions that sometimes go on for hours at a time and can be heard from over a mile away. Youths use their thinner, straighter horns to impale cacti in order to reach the nutrients and liquid inside. A bighorn sheep's cloven hooves are spongy and soft in the center, which helps them maintain traction, while the hard edges snag on any protrusions in the rock surface to gain a grip. Bighorn sheep are uniquely adapted to survive both the desert heat and snowy winters. They can survive larger internal temperature fluctuations than most mammals and recover from losing up to 30% of their body weight from dehydration, allowing them to survive in areas with very little water. As the trail winds you back towards the African habitats, you're offered multiple views of a single simple yet spacious yard for the Arabian Oryx, a desert-dwelling antelope endemic to the Arabian Peninsula. In 1960, ecologist Dr. Lee Talbot noted that the Arabian Oryx seemed to be almost completely extirpated from its wild range. 2 years later, Operation Oryx began, with the collection party successfully capturing 3 of the last remaining wild oryx. The, at the time, fledgling Phoenix Zoo was selected to host the world herd, since the Arizona climate closely mirrored that of the oryx's wild habitat. By 1964, the zoo had acquired 9 Arabian Oryx, which became the nucleus of the world herd. In 1972, the Arabian Oryx was officially declared extinct in the wild, but thanks to the success of the Phoenix Zoo's breeding program, their extinction would be short-lived. Just 9 years after going extinct, the first Arabian Oryx were released back into the wild of Oman, and this success was soon expanded to other countries, with captive breeding and reintroduction programs popping up across the Middle East. By 2011, the Arabian Oryx was downgraded from endangered to a vulnerable species. Their success story can be attributed to the cooperation of 6 countries' governments, 5 zoos, and many conservation organizations. But it's hard to say any played a bigger role than the Phoenix Zoo. Since 1962, over 240 Arabian Oryx calves have been born at the zoo, including 2 in 2023. There's now around 1,200 Arabian Oryx in the wild, with an additional 6,000 to 7,000 in human care. And that will conclude our short look at the Desert Lives Trail at the Phoenix Zoo. It may have been brief, but I can't think of a better way to say goodbye, for now, to the Phoenix Zoo than by sharing their greatest success story. For the next exhibit tour, we'll be back in the Midwest for an exciting adventure at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo.